So here we are, the last day. I'm at the final walkthrough at 409 3rd Street, Apartment 4. One of my favorite listings from the past few years. If you're just catching up, this is a top floor, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo with a huge private roof deck right in the heart of Park Slope. Pretty much couldn't ask for a better location. And it's closing this morning. The new buyers are lovely. Everyone's happy, good vibes all around, and I'm here for the final walkthrough. Just doing my own preliminary walkthrough at the last minute just to make sure there are no surprises. I don't like surprises. So it's a good day, a little bittersweet because I love coming here, but I'm excited for these guys to start their next chapter. I'll give you one last final tour now that there's no furniture in the apartment, and we'll move on to the next one. Here we go, prepping for the final walkthrough. This is my first time seeing this place without furniture. Always an interesting experience. This place has the look of an apartment where the owners just scrambled to get out of here, which I'm guessing is exactly what happened. I betcha they were in here till the last minute getting ready. So we can see that all of the mini splits are working. The owners actually left those on for us because it's a very hot day here in Brooklyn. So we have confirmed that those are working. Normally at a final walkthrough we'd want to test the heat, but I'm guessing there's no way to put the heat on today. It is already like 90 degrees out and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. So we're just gonna have to, or the buyers will just have to be okay with not testing the heat, which I'm guessing will be fine because these radiators run off of one central boiler for the building. And so we can be reasonably certain that the building has them in working order. Because if we get to the cold weather and the heat isn't working, it won't be just one apartment without heat, it will be 4, and you will have 4 unhappy people. So I have the dishwasher running already. I'm just gonna let that run its cycle. I have it on the fastest cycle. And what I'm really looking for is to make sure that it drains. It's running fine. When it drains, you wanna make sure that we don't have any leaks. Always check the sinks. Make sure nothing's leaking. We'll let that run. Make sure the water gets hot. Testing the burners. And the oven. Oh yeah. Nice and hot. We're in good shape there. So the final walkthrough, the refrigerator has to be clean and empty of things. They've left a few items here No big deal. I'll grab those on the way out. They probably just forgot. Sometimes sellers leave things because they think that the buyers want them, but they don't. Oh, see, there's some stuff up there. Some of that might be for the oven. I'll take a look. Just opening everything. I don't know what that is. That's nice. Okay, it's an extra key for, that's the remote for the roof hatch, which I'll show you in a second. All the remotes for the air conditioning units. Again, we're just making sure there are no surprises because the buyers will be here in about 10 minutes. And we want it to go very smoothly. Make sure there's nothing left. You know, when owners just scramble to get out of a place, they sometimes just forget stuff. Some owners just like kind of check out and don't do all the things they're supposed to do. These guys clearly have done the things they're supposed to do. For example, when they had a TV mounted here, when they removed the mount, I'm sure there were large holes here. And the contract, I believe, says that any holes larger than, I believe larger than a dime, have to be patched and painted. They've completely patched this area. So that's nice. I'm gonna spare you watching me open and close every window, but I can assure you that I'm going to make sure they all work. I know they work because I was here a couple days ago, but normally I would test all the windows, and surely the buyers will test all the windows when they get here. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing left in any of the closets. And again, if there is anything left, if the apartment is dirty, or if the owners have left any debris, the buyers could try to negotiate a credit at closing. To pay for it, and we want to avoid that. We'll let that get hot. We'll give that a minute. Now, I will also spare you the 20-minute process of watching the washer and dryer run their cycle. I tested it a couple days ago. I know it works. I'm going to test it again. But when the buyers get here, we'll run the quickest cycle on the washer and on the dryer. Make sure the dryer gets hot. Make sure the washer drains, just like the dishwasher. We want to make sure there are no leaks. I already know there aren't, but that's what we would be doing under normal circumstances. Let that run for a minute. Oh, this is already hot. No leaks. Great. It's already hot. So, like, see these holes? This is from the artwork that the kid had on his wall. These are very small holes, and the sellers have no obligation to patch or paint those. That's just fine. Everything looks good here. Look at this huge walk-in closet. I mean, this is just a miraculous closet. Forgot to flush the toilet in here. all good. No leaks. Water's hot. Well, let's shut it down. Let's head upstairs. Oh, one other thing that I forgot to mention, outlets. The buyers will certainly test all of the outlets in the apartment. And it's kind of funny because a lot of times buyers will come with like a phone charger and they'll walk through and test each one. The problem with that is that it doesn't actually test the polarity. I mean, these guys did have a home inspection, so they're probably pretty confident, but when I go to my final walkthroughs with my buyers, I bring an actual outlet tester because it has 3 prongs instead of 2, like your phone charger, and it actually tests the polarity of each outlet and you really make sure that it's working. Because the contract does say that apartments have to be delivered with working electricity, and that means all the outlets. Okay, let's go upstairs. This is the part that I'm really gonna miss. Now this is furniture. Normally all furniture has to be removed for a sale, but the owners actually offered to leave it and the buyers wanted the stuff, so they're leaving it. So that's nice. That's all Park Slope, North Park Slope, downtown Brooklyn. There's the iconic clock tower, downtown Brooklyn. My office is right over there. You would see Manhattan if not for this tree. We're looking down over Gowanus and into Cobble Hill and Carroll Gardens. The harbor, Statue of Liberty's over there. You can't really see it from here. And then back over South Slope. What a view. These are the condensers for the air conditioning units. I mean, the thing about this roof, you know, this is the only apartment out of 4 apartments in the building that has access to the roof. There is a hatch here from the common stairwell where people can come up and do maintenance. But otherwise, nobody should be up here. Yet the roof is a building responsibility. So any repairs or maintenance things that have to happen are the condo's responsibility as a whole, not just the owner. So they have a pretty sweet deal here. Wisely, they built this deck up, lifted it up above the roof membrane to protect the roof. And I'm told that this whole deck can easily be removed. So if they ever have to replace the roof, they can remove the deck, replace the roof, and then put the deck back on. That seems like a big job, but you know, I'm told that it's possible. This material is Trex, which is an engineered product that doesn't warp, doesn't get termites or bugs. It's weatherproof. It'll probably outlive us. So that's it. We are ready for the final walkthrough, and the buyers will be here in a few minutes to do that. And they will do some version of what I just did, probably in a little more depth. And it's definitely gonna be more chaotic. It always is. I think these guys are coming, they're 2 buyers. They're coming with their parents and their agent. And I expect that they'll all be running around this apartment, testing all the things that we just looked at, probably repeating each other's work. A lot of times buyers come to a final walkthrough and they don't really have a plan, but who knows what'll happen. I kind of just stand in the corner and watch and make sure there are no issues, but there shouldn't be. Overall, things look good, and I think we are ready to close. The closing is in about an hour, and we'll do the final walkthrough and move on to closing. I'm kind of sad to be in this apartment for the last time. Although who knows if it'll be the last time, maybe we'll become friends. But it's been a good ride here, and I'm excited for my clients to move on to the next chapter and for these buyers to really enjoy this home. So that's it. See you on the next one.